Okay, and we're off. So what do you do Monday to Friday? You do full-time study at the moment?
No, I wish I could.
Yeah,
but no, I'm a fleet controller, so scheduler for fleet of trucks.
Oh, okay.
Do fuel tankers and stuff for toll.
Oh, for toll?
Yep.
Okay.
So I work a lot with chemicals and petrol and all the fun stuff.
How many trucks and so forth do you manage? 17
in New South Wales.
Oh, right. Okay.
So they're based in Sydney, Canberra and Goulburn.
Yep.
So a bit all over the shop. 24-hour operation, so I'm technically on call, but...
Yeah, okay. I'll just make a quick radio call.
Yep.
Cessnock traffic, Yankee Golf Kilo, Yaku's crossing runway 343517 threshold at the northern end. Yeah, that's if you... does it run pretty well by itself, or is there just sort of a crisis at every turn?
Well, it does run well by itself, but a lot of stuff seems to happen. So it's always interesting.
Yeah.
I suppose the on-call stuff's really just being able to have someone in position to be able to make calls when they need to be made. So.
Yep. Yeah, sure. Do you have a lot of problems with people calling in sick and so forth, like the drivers? You have people on standby?
Yeah.
Aviation is like that with airlines. Like they obviously don't want their guys to work when they're sick, so there's a lot of guys that will pull standby rosters and so forth to cover that.
Yep.
Every now and then they don't have enough people to do it, so they have to cancel a flight or something. It's obviously costs them big money. So this is sort of like the main part of the airport as far as where all the administration and stuff happens. There's a big sort of mechanics depot right there. That's why all these broken aeroplanes are out the front.
Right.
They've just left, but we used to have a lot of firefighting helicopters over here on the right as well.
Yeah, I saw one over there before going over to refuel, I think.
Yep. And but they've either left and gone somewhere else, or because the fire season's still on. Maybe 6 or 7 of those will just be over there, and they set up caravans. So yeah, it's definitely a big setup for them. And that's the hangar where we live over there, the one that's open. That's where we park this aeroplane.
So, just in the research that I have done, with this being a small regional airport, would this be air traffic controlled by pilots themselves, or is
they call it a CTAF, which is Common Traffic Advisory Frequency. Which is here in this airport's 122.65, and that covers this airport, Maitland, Rutherford, and also Loscantire, which is a grass strip.
Right.
And we operate in that frequency. If we go further to basically Newcastle, there's another frequency we can flip over to, which is a Newcastle Common Freq.
Right.
But yeah, it's really good because we can just talk to each other. We have a very standard entry and exit pattern from the circuit when we take off and land. And it just means that, we can talk individually to like another aeroplane, so we can actually say to the aeroplane that's sitting on the threshold or to the aeroplane overhead, so we can just say what's your intentions and where you're going, and we just kind of deconflict that way.
Yep.
You bring in an air traffic controller, and then usually that's for busier airports. They're a lot more directive as far as what they need you to do, which can sometimes be less efficient.
Yep.
But this kind of depends on the traffic. Like down at Sydney at Bankstown Airport, that's obviously really busy, but and very directive as well. But here it's good. We can just pretty much do what we need to do and stay out of each other's way, which makes it good.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to close that canopy up?
Yep.
Lock it in and let me know if you have any dramas with that.
Yep, we're locked.
Alright, I'm just going to check the controls. Lights test. Okie doke, I think we're ready to go. Cool, you can just tighten those little shoulder harnesses, you can just make sure they're just nice and tight now as we get ready. And for the takeoff, we'll basically get nice and fast on the runway, get airborne. You'll hear a whoosh sound as I pull the landing gear up because it's operated by air. So it'll sort of sound like a big vacuum cleaner. And then we'll zip to the end of the threshold, pull it up into a climb, and off we go.
Beautiful.
Cessnock traffic, Yankee Golf Kilo, Yak 1 up departing runway 35, Cessnock for a local flight. Okay, a bit of wind coming from the right. I'm just going to put the engine up, check some power settings very quickly. Alright, all set? Yep.
Delta Yankee Romeo, helicopter Lima Lima Golf.
Alrighty, here we go. Up we go. And we're away. Feel good back there?
Yeah, good.
Good view. Yeah, enjoy the view. We're just passing about 1,000 feet above the ground. We'll go to about 2,000 feet.
Yep.
Which cools ourselves down a little bit as well and makes us a little bit more comfortable. But the Yak's got a lot of climb performance on takeoff compared to sort of similar piston aeroplanes.
Yep.
Just where we are, we've got Cessnock City or Township over the left-hand side there. You can sort of see the airport off to the left behind us. Yep. You, over to this direction here is, if we keep on going in that direction, it's basically Singleton.
Yep.
And yeah, pretty much the Hunter Valley is this area all below us. So you can sort of see, wineries everywhere, basically.
Yeah.
There's Keppers 2 down there. They have a lot of rock concerts there. And Hope Estate is just below us as well.
Been there.
They like their golf courses out here. Always a golf course to be seen. There's another one over there on the left wingtip. That's called Cypress Lake. Yeah, and basically as we come up to this ridge line here, we'll just parallel that to about 500 feet above the top of the ridge line. We'll power back just a little bit. I keep on opening my canopy just to keep the airflow through. Yep, till we get going. Few bumps, we've got the wind sort of behind us at the moment, pushing us, giving us a faster ground speed. Yep.
Cessnock helicopter Lima Lima Golf now 3 to the east, 2000. We'll go 5 meters still westbound, traffic Cessnock.
You can often see people, see this escarpment over here on the right, that's got basically some brown at the end of it. I've seen people sort of climbing that and doing their thing. It's a good walking trail that comes all the way up to the top. Sort of roll it over, it's a little bit more angle of bank for this one. Looking off to the left wing tip down there. Sometimes see rock climbers down there. Looks like there's a fire over there actually. This is all national park, this area. So yeah, you don't see any development or houses. There's a few tracks.
We're westbound, so far.
You've got the area over there with the antenna. They sort of supply most of the comms for the valley. Doing okay?
Yeah, good.
Oh, excellent.
It's a bit of an oxymoron because I'm usually not very good with heights.
Yeah.
But I've always thought it was a bit funny wanting to be a pilot, but being scared of heights, but it's good. I'm good.
You wouldn't be the first guy who wants to fly who doesn't like hanging on a ladder or something.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit different, you know, like...
Yeah, it is. You're sort of sitting, so you're not hanging off a cliff or a ledge.
Yeah, or, you know, standing on the edge of a building or anything.
No. And, you know, you feel quite comfortable, particularly when you're flying, you've got the control stick in your hand.
Yeah.
You know, you can look down the wing tip there and know that you're absolutely safe. Now we're kind of pushing into the wind. We've got a few bumps off this sort of mountain area below us.
Yep.
Lots of mines over there. Can you see that open cut mine sort of in that direction?
Yep.
Yeah, lots of mines in that area around Singleton. So we'll just turn to the right here. Yeah, we'll fly past these antenna down the escarpment, and then we'll start climbing up, and we'll go get some altitude and do some other stuff. All right?
Yep.
Alright, can you sort of see where the horizon is? And by that I mean where the land meets the sky?
Yep.
Yep, so when you learn to fly using outside references first, and then you start doing instrument flying, basically as you get more position. So you get to talk to flying attitude. So you can see where the horizon is referenced basically, you know, like the combing of the aeroplane or where your feet are. So if I was to set a high attitude, you see how you can't really see the horizon anymore?
Yep.
But if I was to set a low attitude, you'd be able to basically see more on the horizon?
Yep.
Yeah, for this aeroplane, the straight and level sort of attitude is around about sort of there.
Right.
So if you basically burn that into where that is, and if you're happy, I'll hand over control, and you can just basically have a look and see and feel what the control stick feels like. Are you ready to do that?
Yep.
Yep. So just gently put your finger on the stick there.
Yep.
And you've got it. So just hold that attitude there. So just it's all yours now. Just forward, back, left, right. Just get a feel of how sensitive it is.
Yep.
A couple of big wedge-tail eagles down there. They'll go below us, but yeah, they're huge. Yeah, that's good. So you're basically just setting and holding that attitude that you did at the start.
Yep.
Charlie Cessnock, helicopter Lima Lima Golf Robinson 44s, 4 to the southwest. We're at 2000. We're tracking for a landing half to the edge of the field. We'll be able to find midfield, Cessnock.
Now to turn the aeroplane, we basically just slightly roll it to the right. Yep. So just put a little bit of pressure in on the stick to the right, and you see how obviously the wings start to turn.
Yep.
A bit more, and hold it there, and you'll notice because the wings and the lift vector will start to turn us.
Yep.
And that basically then you'll see a heading change, so the aircraft starts to turn in heading now. Yeah, it's good. If you roll wings level about there, that's going to set us basically pointing back to Cessnock. That's good. Having fun?
Yeah.
That's the main thing?
Yeah.
So that's generally the direction we want to go in.
Yep.
And if you want, just have a play going left and right.
Yep.
Yeah, increase, decrease the attitude as you need to. That's good. Traffic Yankee Golf Kilo, a yak 2 miles to the northwest at 3,000 feet, conducting aerobatics. Yeah, that's good. Soon you'll be able to see the Crown Plaza just off the left wingtip there, where you guys stayed last night. Yep. enough. I'll take it now if you want. I've got the aeroplane.
Yep.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all it's about really, is holding an attitude, flying it, and then basically what the first few...
Lemon Golf over flying the 3-5 threshold, we're at 1,500. Shortly under descent for a landing.
And what you'll find you do when you start to learn to fly is you'll do a lesson on just holding this attitude, then you'll do another lesson in the effect of controls. So what does it mean when you do this on the controls? What does it mean when you use the rudders and you do this? And then, you basically go into changing attitudes and climbing and descents and so forth. Right. So yeah, it's a really, methodical, slow process just to learn the basics one by one.
Yeah.
There's the airport over the right wing tip there. There's a chopper just on descent to land. Yep. We should be able to do some aerobatics overhead, and the cloud's nice and friendly to us. Looks like we've got another 1,000 feet or so above us before the cloud's going to be a factor.
Yep.
So yeah, as we spoke about on the ground, the first thing we'll look at is just a really basic aileron roll. So I'll just pitch the nose up, count to 3, and I'll just use the ailerons on the wings to roll the aircraft around. Happy with that? Yep. Alright, I'll just get us pointing in this direction. Yeah, just double check, make sure your harness is still done up and nice and tight. Yep. And keep your head just looking outside, that's the main thing. You don't want to look down at your feet or anything. All good. Alright, so I'm just going to pitch the nose up a little bit. There's no other traffic around, and we're going to roll in 3, 2, 1, all the way around. So it's just a gentle roll using the ailerons, nothing fancy. But you do get a great view, don't you? Yeah. Alright, I'll bring it around, I'll just do a little wing over here. Any dramas with that? No. Excellent. The next thing we'll do is a loop. So with the loop, the first one we'll do is about 3G, and you will feel it. You will feel a little heavier. And when I say look up, just look straight up and we'll have a good look at the ground. You're set? Yep. Alright, you got the G, so you're feeling heavy now? Yep. Up we go, look up about now, check it out. Beautiful. That's a great look, isn't it? Hey, here comes the airport below us. Now, a little bit more G on the bottom. There's another 3G. There's 300 kilometres an hour on the bottom. And then we'll set a nice high attitude there to start climbing back up, keep that height. So yeah, did you feel the G there, basically the bottom of both of those? Yep. The start and the finish?
So was that about 3G?
That was about 3.2. Cool. So we'll do another one, and usually for most sort of loops you use around 4G, just to make it nice and snappy. So next, I'll do another one, we'll use 4G, we'll have a look over the top, and then we'll get into some stall turns, alright? So I just need a little bit more speed for this one, so there's 250 kilometres an hour right there, all clear above. Alright, here we go, 4G this time, there's 4G right there, over the top, have a look above us, great view. Awesome. Nice runway too, nice airline. And at the bottom, another 4G, there's 4G over there. Oh, there we go, wait. And 250 kilometres at the bottom, which is what we want. So yeah, had the 4G feel compared to the smaller one at the start.
Yeah, not too bad. Getting a little bit tummy sick.
That's okay, that's expected. What I'll do is just keep the airflow coming through. Yep. As we climb on by. Yeah, the loops will do that, only because you're not really used to it. Yep. Keep your eyes looking out, that's the main thing. I'll keep the airflow going through. And what I'll do when we roll out, I'll give you another flight for just a couple of minutes. Yep. That seems to work for most people. So I'll basically point us at Cessnock Airport, Cessnock Township, so you can sort of see that. See the attitude I've got there, it's a little higher than the last time because we're climbing. Are you happy to hold that? Yep. Alright, you can put your right hand on the stick and handing over, it's your aeroplane now. Yep. Got it. There you go. We'll go down here for a couple of, maybe a minute, and then we'll do a left-hand turn and we'll come back over to the airport and see how you're feeling, okay? Yep. Cessnock traffic, Yankee Golf Kilos overhead the field at block 3 to 4,000, conducting aerobatics, Cessnock. Alright, whenever you're ready, let's do a left-hand turn. We'll continue the climb, we'll go up close to this cloud deck because it's lots of fun nice and close to the cloud. That's a good bank that you got there, that's good. And you see when you roll the bank on, the nose wants to drop. Yep. That's one of the effects of bank, is left lift. So you need to pull back just a little bit more in the stick to hold that attitude. That's good. Let's go 90 degrees that way, and you can see the crown plaza off the wingtip. So another left-hand turn when you're ready. You feeling okay? Yep. Excellent. That's good about there. Alright, I'll take over, I've got the aeroplane. Yep. I'm just going to move us over here, and we're just going to go clip this little cloud over here, okay? Yep. Cloud flying's lots of fun. I've got an instrument in the front too that tells me where the horizon is. Yep. So it's not a big deal if we get close to the cloud. Yeah, you can see that part over there, it's just below us. Yep. So we did get a little bit of rain before. I don't know if you noticed as we started one of our loops, there was a bit of rain sort of coming over the windshield, which is, you get close to these sort of clouds. Yeah, so check it out. In and out of this little cloud here, I can sort of see through it quite easily. This is a lot of fun, this sort of stuff. Just go under this little bit here. Yeah, that one looks quite grey, doesn't it? Looks like it has quite a lot of water in it. The more fluffy and marshmallowy the cloud looks, is usually the more turbulent it is, and the big aeroplanes with the weather radars, they'll show us where those clouds are. Oh, there's a zip back there. We've got the airport just down there off the left-hand side. Yep. How's the tummy feeling? Yeah, alright. Are you up for a stall turn or two? Yep. Alright. We'll just get past this cloud. Now, the stall turn is just like a loop, remember? But we just stop at the top. Just need to drop a few hundred feet because I don't want to go basically straight into this cloud. Yeah. Probably looking alright there. So what's the tip when you're doing a loop or something? Like I know, yeah, look out, but are we looking for any sort of a reference, like eyes on the horizon or something like that? Yeah, usually I'll look out to the right. So if we bring the nose up now to do the stall turn, I'm looking off the right wingtip now. Yep. I want to get 90 degrees off that, and then I'm just going to basically hold it there. Use the rudders to let the aircraft fall down. So we'll get that falling sensation there. And basically we fall down there. Yeah, cool. Now my reference is the horizon, which is above me. I can see the horizon now, and I'm going to put my feet on the horizon basically around about there. Yep. So there's my reference to climb, and I've got an altimeter to basically back me up and say that I'm climbing. But yeah, for aerobatics, yeah, it's difficult sometimes to get a reference, so when you do those manoeuvres when you go up, wingtips are good because you can't obviously see.
Bravo X-ray Zulu, taxi from the eastern apron to the run-up bay 35, traffic Cessnock.
And obviously when you're upside down, it's the horizon, this is, upside down. Yep. What do you think of the stall turn? But that was a quickie because, yeah, I sort of ran out of speed, but I'll do another one if you're happy. Yep. Try and do it properly. The good thing with a stall turn is you literally feel weightless in that little 90-degree bit. Yep. So a bit of G for this one. We want to go to 90 degrees nose up, so off the right wingtip. Now basically here, this is where you feel weightless. Feel that? Yep. That's doing nothing. I'm going to use the rudders there to flip us around. And down we come. Yeah, so a little bit different to the loop. Yep. Because we kind of stopped. How are you feeling? Yeah, not too bad. Okay. We'll do a couple more if you like, and a bit of flying, and then get ourselves set back up for landing. Yep, beautiful.
Inside, wait for the apron through the flight strip, that's not.
There's the runway down there below us. You've got the helicopter landing in there. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'll do a slow loop this time, so not as much speed.
Traffic Cessnock, helicopter Lima Golf is down and clear the field. That's on.
There's the ground. We feel a bit weightless over the top. And I'm going to roll it basically there. Cessnock 286 Bravo, X-ray Zulu, clock 17 threshold. Alright, so there's our heading there. Alright, there's our attitude. You're good to take over? Yep. There you go, all yours. Yep. You can hold this heading for a bit and then we can basically start a left-hand turn in about a minute. Yeah, I was trying to be a little bit more gentle with those aerobatics at the end there.
Yeah.
But when we start our turn back, let me know if you want to do some more or if you just want to do a little bit more hand flying. It's up to you. Good. Your hands and feet are good as far as holding attitudes. Yep. When you're ready, we can do a left-hand turn. Use a little bit more bank this time. So start the left turn going there. Get it going, a little bit more. Yeah, hold it about there. That's around about 30 degrees angle of bank, as we call it. You need to sort of apply a little bit of back pressure. That's good. And down there, we've got the Vintage, which is a big golf course, as you can see. There's a big space bar there, and a lot of houses get built there. People live there. That's good. If you want to come about that direction there, that'll point us straight at the airport. Now, did you want to do some more aerobatics or did you want to do some more scenic flying?
I want to say aerobatics, but I'll say scenic. Just
no worries. All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just roll it out there. We pretty much did one of all the basic stuff, so you know we got a few done.
Yeah.
I'll gently pull the power back, and yeah, you can basically just lower the attitude a little bit. So gently press forward. Hold it around about, yeah, that's a good attitude there, and that'll start a gradual descent as well. Yep. I'll just make a radio call. Cessnock traffic, Yankee Golf Kilos, 2 miles to the northwest on descent, passing 2,500, joining overhead for a crosswind for runway 35 Cessnock. That's good, that's a good heading.
Touch and go, runway 12.
This attitude we've got now is a lower one, so we're actually descending. We're passing around about 2,000 feet above the ground. Yep. I'll pull the power back a little bit, so that helps us basically drop, start a descent. The runway's just over, basically under us now, and if you want to start a left-hand turn, we'll do what we call is joining the circuit upwind. Yep. So there's the Crown Plaza there. Keep the turn going. We're kind of going that direction, basically, over here to the left. That's good. Yeah, the bumps will bump you around a bit. Just try and adjust the attitude. So you're doing good. Keep the left-hand turn going. That's good. Keep the left-hand turn going. It will face in this direction here, and this will join basically the pattern. You'll be able to see it when we roll out. Yep. Cessnock traffic, Yankee Golf Kilos joining crosswind runway 35 Cessnock. Basically, if we keep the left-hand turn going for a while, we'll basically join what's called a downwind leg, which sets us up for a landing in the opposite direction. Yep. That's good. The attitude you got there is nice and pitched because we want to level off a little bit. I'm just going to add just a little bit of power. Very good. And we want to roll out basically pointing towards those big green paddocks over there. See those? But just a little bit more. You can see the runway over there. We're going to be parallel to the runway, but obviously going in the opposite direction. That's good. We can raise the attitude a little bit there, about there. That's good. And this is our sort of attitude to straight and level again, as we basically do on the circuit. I'm going to put the landing gear down. Help you out there with a little bit of trim. That's good. And this is the spacing we use basically to get ourselves on a downwind leg. Very good.
Cessnock traffic, helicopter, Romeo 5 Juliet.
5 to the south, 900 feet inbound helicopter approach for the fuel pumps. We'll call on final. Cessnock.
That's really nice. Good stuff, I'll take it there.
Yep.
That's good. See, we're just basically set up to do 180 degree turn to the left, and then we'll be along with the runway, which is perfect. Yeah, good job. If you want, you can put your canopy back now to either this D10 or all the way back, and enjoy some wind, and I'll just turn the intercom down a bit.
Yep.
Cessnock traffic, Yankee Golf Kilo is left of base, runway 35, Cessnock full stop. Today, and if you want, you can wind it back even more. It's up to you, or you can just leave it where it is. There goes our final stage of flap. Bit of wind from the right, that's obviously pushing us away from the runway at the moment. We're looking for 150 kilometres an hour on finals, which is still pretty fast. You'll get a ticket for that.
Yep.
There we go, nicely aligned. We've got the gear down, flaps are at full. There we go, we made it. Beautiful. Canopy all the way up. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's good.
You got a lot of flying in, that was good.
Yep.